okay in the last one when I swore? Are you going to put a beep over it?
I'll try. If not, maybe
That'd be
it'll
awesome.
be fine.
That'd be great.
That's your goal to
Hope he
get
hears.
censored.
Yeah, I want to be censored. I want to get canceled.
We haven't even started, and then you want to get canceled
Yeah, I want to get canceled. I think that's how you actually become more famous.
by getting canceled.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that's the way it goes, bud.
I'd love to get canceled.
Why?
Just I don't have to do anything anymore.
Okay,
Canceled.
here's your stats of today's date. It's gonna be pretty sad.
7 views.
No, we have more than that. Are you talking all time?
What did our last one get? Or like, what's our biggest cast? What's our biggest cast get?
Let me pull it up. Episodes. Looks like so my first episode ever with Austin, 411.
It's a good cast, dude.
The nutrition and health one you and I did was 137.
It's a good cast.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty dang good. Really.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Killshot Coffee. If you're a kind of person who's up before daylight chasing elk, birds, or fish, this coffee's built for you. Killshot fuels early mornings, cold starts, and long days in the field. No gimmicks, just damn good coffee for hunters and anglers alike. Use code JD10 at checkout for 10% off your order. Now back to the podcast.
But
We're pretty popular if you don't think about it.
so far we've had over 600 listens.
Anybody like it? Or it's just all like dislikes?
This is off all platforms. So because it's on,
That makes sense.
this is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
This is not counting any views off of the YouTube because I uploaded there too, and I'm gonna start doing snippets for Instagram as well.
It's that's big numbers, dude.
Yeah, it's a start.
Gotta start somewhere.
Can't get on Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan started with 11 views.
Did he?
His first one was
Did he?
probably like 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, he had Fear Factor and UFC to jumpstart on that. But I don't hate.
Ooh, Salinas is ripping.
Oh wow, yeah,
It's got some
flowage.
flowage, some good flowage.
Okay, so this one can be a little bit
Free willy nilly.
a little willy-nilly.
Little
Yeah.
willy-nilly?
This has a good jumping point. What is your opinion on butchering with social media? Do you think it's helpful, or do you think it is putting a bad light on the trade?
I think certain platforms are doing a terrible job.
Let's talk just Instagram and YouTube. We can talk about Facebook a little bit later.
Yeah, so I think the glamorizing there's a few pages that I notice really glamour, and I'm not talking like the edits. I'm talking the people that really glamorize like the killing portion.
Define glamorizing. So
a lot of their content
is just straight up gruesome.
Shooting of the the actual killing portion of the animal.
Okay, but is it gruesome or is it tasteful and like educational, like the way it's got to be done, or is it like painted in a bad light?
I would say 20% are completely distasteful.
Really?
And I would say
that's a solid percentage.
I would say the rest of them are doing awesome.
Okay.
Because they're engaging with public. Answering questions, it's informative information, like you're cutting videos at Pauly. Awesome. Some dude that literally just makes a video of him like, oh, this was a wild one today, and it's just him shooting a beef. It's like, okay, that's fine if I watch it, or if you watch it, but you got to imagine someone who knows nothing about this. Now they've lost the whole process of, okay, we shoot the beef because... we clean it, we split it, we deliver it to the shop.
That also has a kind of a caveat to it. Is the person's page private or public? If it's private and it's just people like you and me following, then by all means. But if it's public, then there's no context to it.
Yeah,
I can see how that's distasteful.
That's a good question. I'd have to go look to see if the ones I'm talking about are. but it seems like some unsavory souls anyway. It's not like the good dudes that like we know. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I'll run across some random pages, like not the popular ones that we all
And maybe
know
if it's in
about.
like a third world country even or something like that.
Yeah.
They're just showing the kill to show the kill for that shock factor. is where
Yeah,
you're going.
yeah, exactly. But
Because definitely, no matter how you spin it, it's got that. But there definitely has to be the necessity behind it, I think.
yeah, I think for the most part,
Because I mean, I show it.
I think the social media, yeah, but you show the whole process. So
Most of the
we're
time.
not just killing, we're not just murking.
Right.
But I think overall, if I were just a general, my general opinion on it is that it's super helpful because people are now getting back into like wanting to raise their own meat and all that stuff. They have no idea about it. So we get a ton of positive comments like, "This is awesome, dude. That's some city kid like that's never seen it before, ever once in his life." And he's like, "This is cool. I wouldn't even have known this was cool unless you posted it on social media."
Right, because they don't even realize it's a thing. They just think the meat's at the store.
Pause and edit.
So,
mic check, 1, 2.
Okay, yeah, we're back. And we're back. Every time. Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Good.
So, to continue this.
Yeah.
Great that we're getting information out there and people are actually seeing that where their food comes from.
Yes.
And there's that connection again, at least as an informational, educational outlet.
Yes. Accessible to anyone.
However, what I do worry about from time to time is someone taking our content and using it against us and spinning it in a bad light, because I know that other organizations such as PETA, for instance, have been known to do that in the past.
Yeah, I worry about that, and I'll be honest with you, I worry about the crazies.
Yeah.
Someone that says, I'm going to go avenge these pigs' lives. I'm going to go and they light our truck on fire, or they, you know what I mean? Or I'm just giving an example. Yeah. Something crazy and irrational, law-breaking issues. But I don't know, what are you going to do? Live scared your whole life? We talked about this when the Charlie Kirk assassination happened. It's like, right when it happened, I was like, dude, I'm done. I'm out. Like, I don't want to be on social media. I don't want anybody to even know I exist.
Right.
And you were like, well, you can't, because then you're just giving into
you're silencing everybody.
That's what they want. That's exactly what they want.
There's no opposition. If you are not having an opposition, you're not doing the right thing.
And you're right. It's like, if everyone just went silent, like the whole world would cave to that.
The truth is always important.
Yeah. So, and it's, I don't know.
And there is the truth that our main source of, sustenance and nutrition is from animal products and meat. And now it doesn't have to be for everyone. That's understandable. But for the large majority of the population, if you're going to consume meat, you need to know where it comes from.
Yeah, and it's funny.
In the process that it takes to get it there.
The hate comments we get, the dude's just like sitting there eating a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Or a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, just bagging on us.
Yeah.
I think, gosh, like anything, like taken in the right form, good. Someone's going to take it and use it in the wrong way. Oh, well, got to take a chance with it, right?
Yeah, and maybe, explain that, this, you could do your best to explain it and say, hey, this is not used truthfully or properly. This, you need to understand that there is a process to things, and there's good and bad people in any industry, not or in any facet of life even.
That's what I was going to say. It's like good people versus bad people. I still think there's way more good people in the world than bad people.
I'd agree with
that.
I
still think that...
I think most of them are silent,
I still think the people looking at your Instagram pages are thinking that's cool rather than thinking of a spiteful reason to attack. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Most of them are just dumb comments that don't even mean anything if they're trying to be...
Yeah, they're trolls.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Hilarious. And it's like, to me, that part's the fun part. I wish people would do that and not, like, take it to heart, right? Like, I think that, to me, that part of social media is awesome. Like, the fact that you just go on there and be funny. Like, anyone can go on there and be funny. And then someone else can go on there and look at the other funny stuff that people say.
As long as you maintain that true freedom.
Yeah, as long as it's just like words don't hurt, man. It's like, say what you want. Just
Yeah, you're
Don't
probably
take-
not right, but go ahead
Yeah,
and say it.
it's hilarious. Some of the content we get posted on is hilarious. And
I had somebody tell me that I was cutting a rib roast wrong, and I'm like, oh man, you're right. I should have cut it right through the bones, through the middle of it, sideways.
I cut it long ways.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, how am I doing this wrong? I'm trimming off a dry age like protective barrier.
When
Like
we say to Ben, when
I
remember he texted
He
us,
said I was
you
doing
did
it
the
wrong.
wrong. And
Yeah.
then you texted him. He said, "Oh, I do that wrong. Usually What'd we say? It was so funny."
I don't remember.
Clock tower beats.
Yeah. Anyways, but the flip side of this whole conversation too, let's say even people that are doing it right, showing you how to do all this stuff. There's been a bunch of trends on Instagram, at least lately, of people like high up influencers that have no experience butchering anything, cutting primals that they buy from Costco and doing a price breakdown per steak and saying how it's more cost effective. And it's pretty bad to watch some of these. Oh, dude. Yeah. No, not really. But anyways, here's the problem I have. At one, if they're not educated and they're spreading misinformation is one thing. But also, do you have any fear that some of these people learning to do some things on their own might edge out the market for our occupations?
Yeah.
Might, decrease the demand for our services?
Yeah, and you know what? I thought about that. Like, why don't I do like butchering classes, slaughtering classes that teaches you like how and where to shoot one, how to get one into quarter form and deliver to the shop. Then I thought about it. I'm like, I bet half my clients show up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, this is actually pretty easy. And then I lose all that work. But
you could, but then again, what I found too is a lot of people, if they realize how much work it is, they don't want to get dirty.
Dude, I didn't roof my own house, right?
Yeah.
I paid someone to roof my house for that exact reason. I don't know how to roof a house. It's just not my thing. We're not going to do that much work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, it might take them all day to process 2 pigs versus us. It takes us 35 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, you just did one for a guy that said it would have taken them all day to get.
And he had prior meat cutting experience too. He just didn't want to mess with it.
He wanted it done by 9. Jake had it done by 8:05.
Yeah, but then he broke it down and cooked it.
Yeah.
But the same thing goes. Not to mention people, they want to use that time probably to make money somewhere else or spend the time with their family. I don't think they want to mess around, doing that all day when it would take us not much time.
Yeah.
They're probably easier, more convenient to part with that money and get that time back.
Yeah, exactly. Like me paying the roofer, it's worth more my mind. I'd rather pay him
and go make
rather
money
than use my
while
time.
your house is being roofed by him.
Exactly. Yeah.
So our specialty and other people's, their occupation and experience is benefiting them. Still that true divide and conquer method.
Dude, I think when I'm like 65, I'll call someone to come kill my stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think it's
you still got my phone number, right?
Yeah, I got you, man. Got you on speed dial.
Because I'm never gonna stop.
No, you love it. That's the difference. I mean,
I can't afford to stop.
I like it. I do like what we do. I like but I like it because of what comes with it.
I'll be out there in a wheelchair.
Yeah, we're driving around on Sunday. Work. You know what I mean? It's like you love it. You actually love this stuff. I don't know if I actually love the slot. Like I like it when we take a couple weeks break and we come back and we get to fly through a couple beef like today.
Yeah.
That was fun to get back on the knives. But certain points of the year, I'm like,
just not feeling
I would rather do anything than go kill those 4 pigs that I got to go kill today. Yeah.
I don't know about anything.
True. But I think that's just any job, right?
Yeah, you do something long enough, it gets to be mundane.
Yeah. But not so much to sacrifice, like I said, like if I have to cancel work tomorrow, I can cancel work tomorrow. My boss is not going to fire me.
Yeah, you do have that freedom.
Comes with the downside of slow Decembers, though. Like
that's
right now,
for sure. Yeah.
We haven't shot out a lot of casts lately because we haven't been working a lot.
So you would say that you're not too worried about the mainstream customer becoming too informed to want to take over and do it themselves?
No, because just like you said,
I'd agree with
people
that.
value their time. more than anything.
I think they have that ick factor too. Dude,
for sure, people love to eat meat. But half of our clients, they can't hardly watch us break the legs off. You know what I mean?
Right.
Ooh, they go, ooh. It's like, yeah. Did you cut through that with your knife?
This is normal.
One. Did you cut through that with your knife?
Right through the bone.
Yeah, this knife's sharp.
Look at that. Look how clean cut that is.
Look how sharp this knife is. No, I think
I saw a reel the other day of a kid, like, and I use the term kid loose. He's probably 19, 20.
Yeah.
Shot a mule deer for the first time. Yeah, right. Shot his first mule deer, and they're gutting it there on the ground, and the kid's about to throw up.
I saw that.
Yeah. They're just making fun of him. Oh, that's hilarious. Great content.
So funny.
But at the same time, it's like, that's mainstream people. There's not many of them even ever touched guts before.
No, that's true.
And you're either disgusted or you're interested, and like, ooh, that's weird.
It's funny because it's almost like a bite. That's almost like a chemical reaction in your body, right?
Yep. Get the bad stuff away.
Yeah.
Or like, how does that work? Like, and then you want to like, it looks like I could poke that.
Yeah, I wonder what's inside that.
Yeah.
It's funny because you see it from the very early stages of adolescence. We go kill for these families. Their kids will be out there. 4 or 5 kids, right? Well, 3 out of 5 of them think it's awesome. The other 2 want nothing to do with it. They're not free. No one has groomed these kids to like or not like it. Something inside us is predetermined to think, oh, that's cool, or to think, oh, that's I could get away from that and be just fine.
Right.
I think it's cool. That stuff's never bothered me. But I grew up hunting, grew up around a family who was teaching me how to gut deer and pigs and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like
just part of it.
And in the same that's why I think
I didn't grow up like that.
No, I
didn't get exposed to like
in
high
your
school
DNA that's like, this is cool, I like this.
Yeah,
because it was Clement that really got you into it.
It was the first time I ever saw something like that.
Yeah, and that's why I think social media is cool, because dude, 3 out of every 5 kids living in inner city would think it's cool. It's like that. Whatever's going on inside our brain, it's not limited to where you grew up,
and I think it's also a way easier way into it than being there first in person. Like, I prefer that probably,
soft
but
launch.
Exactly, yeah, it's a soft launch. There's not the smell. There's not all the other sensories going off. Yeah. You just get to see it visually. You get to understand it.
I do remember.
You can also slow it down and pause it if you need to.
True. Yeah,
it's a lot easier to take in versus,
shock factor of all at once.
Yeah.
In your face.
Which I don't know if it's good to desensitize that way in that respect, or it might be, it's kind of a handicap. I don't know.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that. The first time I watched Mark kill something, I was like, this is savage.
Yeah.
I was like,
dang, did that just happen?
Anybody do this for a living?
Right.
Here we are. I remember I was probably 7 and Booker came out to kill a beef at the ranch. And I'm like, this is the scummiest job.
No one would want to do this.
Nobody would want to do this. But then, like, now that I'm older and realize, like, you're going to work either. Like, you're going to go get a job either way. Like, you have to support your family.
Well, and I'm going to eat meat right? Either way, too.
Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is sweet. But I remember, like, even, like, now means nothing to me. I could do this in my sleep and I would have no emotional effect, right? But as a kid, I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know about no emotional effect. I do still kind of take it as a responsibility.
Oh, obviously. If I miss one, I'm messed up about it.
Right. It doesn't, lessen or cheapen the animal's life at all.
Not at all.
It's still a big responsibility, and we don't want to be callous about it by any means.
That's why I started. Funny you say that. That's why I started shooting when I would go with Mark, because I watched Mark miss a couple, and Mark was a good shot, really good at his job. That's not what I'm saying by any means.
Right.
But I watched Mark miss a couple and think, man, I think I could probably do better than that. I don't want these poor things to suffer. And that's what I would think. It's like, I could do it good to where no animal has to feel any like pain or anything. And I would say 99% of butchers all take that pride. Like, we all think the same thing. Like, we don't want to see an animal. Like, we want it to be fast, humane, boom, done.
Well, and I'd like to say that most hunters are the same way too. Some hunters are some of your biggest conservationists too. We want to see those animals thrive and live and continue to reproduce and support that ecosystem, just as we want to see, livestock continue to reproduce and supply the food chain, but we want them to, be utilized to their best benefit and most effective harvest that they can possible.
And like
we don't want to see anything go to waste. We don't want to see stress induced on the animals.
And at this point, we're obligated because we know we can do it.
Right. Well, we signed up for it too.
Yeah. I don't. I still. I'll never get over. Like, I'll never want to hurt an animal. Like, no. So if I ever miss or if I hit, if I have to shoot one twice, I always think about it after. I'm like, damn it, gosh dang it. No matter how many you do.
Right.
And I would say most butchers probably have that mindset.
Yeah.
Where that might be like a pretty easily, like, that might be a misconception of social media as they see us knocking all these. Like, we make these cool reels because, like, it's just cool. It's cool footage.
Just like to share cool what we do for work.
But I can see people be like, oh, these dudes are just murdered. Like, these dudes just are loving murdering animals.
Yeah, but it's not the case at all.
No, not at all. I didn't sleep for 3 days when that steer broke out after I shot him.
Yeah, no. And then you wonder, you replay it in your head, like, is he actually hurt?
Is he wounded? Is he mortally
wounded? Is he
wounded?
feeling it? Is he not?
Good news for him, he did not feel it because...
Didn't seem so.
No.
Not if you're going to come back to feed and leave that easily.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got a couple questions for you. This could be a debate style, even if we end up being on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
And we can continue.
It's not often that we are, but...
What is your preferred taste? Do you prefer raised livestock or wild game? If you had to choose one for the rest of your life, and you can choose any species, any cut, what would it be?
Oh, I had to pick one for the rest of my life.
Yep. And it's got to be, is it a grain-fed steer ribeye, or is it going to be, venison backstrap blacktail?
Oh,
you can even pick what the wild animals are eating too, if that helps.
Okay.
Because I know it's, like a high desert sagebrush buck is going to taste different than a blacktail eating grapes.
I'll take alfalfa elk by the rest of my life.
Dang.
Over anything.
That was pretty quick.
No questions asked. And it's
so you're going to prefer, and that's kind of a hybrid almost.
That is me making the mature decision. The imbecile in me wants to say, I want prime beef the rest of my life.
The snooty version of you.
So burned out on it.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have issues with, you don't have enough lean meat. You're eating too much fat. You know what I mean? Like, you give me red meat for sure.
Yeah.
No questions asked there.
Oh yeah.
Give me chicken. Give me quail. Although I love both, but I'm thinking that's just like the mature decision is elk, because you get the lean meat. Elk's not gamey. Mm-hmm. Don't give me the taste of game over the taste of domestic. No chance.
Okay, but that's the question: is which tastes better?
Domestic.
Yeah, we're not talking about nutrition.
I don't like when stuff
too gamey. Just throws you off.
Domestic.
Okay.
I don't like when stuff gets gamey. When duck gets gamey. When deer.
I'll give you the choice for domestic. Would you prefer a steer that you grain finished or just box beef from the store? But I'm talking like my top shelf, like prime, like stuff that I can get you.
Can't tell a difference.
Okay.
Can't tell a difference because they're getting raised about the same, right?
Maybe the stress of a feedlot is about it.
Yeah. I bet it's same. 6 one, half dozen the other. I think we're talking steaks.
Yeah,
same.
Steaks.
Ground beef, no comparison. No
ground venison's pretty good.
Comparison. Ground beef that you get back from your beef versus ground beef from the store, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Because you can fake it. You can't fake steak, right?
That's true.
You could fake ground beef. They can throw all sorts of that stuff in. It's oxidized. It's all the
trim. It's excess fat.
Yeah, man. And you get into the heavier fat blend stuff, and then you're really like.
So of the topic though, farm versus wild, you're saying farmed tastes better
for flavor, yeah.
Okay,
what about you?
Yeah, I'd have to side on that. I do like wild game, but I think if I was gonna eat it every day, I would get burned out on it. I think it's the novelty of the, it tastes different than farmed is what I like about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to live solely off it, even though it'd be more sustainable and probably more nutritious.
Do you think your taste buds would just adjust?
Quite
where you
possibly.
might
I
not
have
taste the
seen, I've
gaminess.
heard from people from the carnivore diet that if that's all they're eating and then they go to eat some fruit, like that blueberries taste a lot more.
Blueberry.
Well, not even just that, just it's stronger flavor. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so I do hear that your taste buds do adapt to that kind of style of eating.
Yeah.
So I believe it would.
Yeah, I just wonder if after a while you wouldn't taste the gaminess of it.
Hmm.
Because that's what gets me. It's like when those bucks get hot.
I think you're onto something though with this kind of hybrid model of something kind of like a grape fed venison or an alfalfa fed elk.
Grape fed venison's a really good example of
I think it's a good hybrid where you help intensify that flavor and it's not as gamey. I think it's more mild when they're eating something that's been farmed and you're feeding them. Kind of like a raised fallow deer kind of deal or an axis buck.
bingo. Not going to marble because it can't.
Exactly.
It doesn't have the genetics to marble, but
they're eating nutritionally dense food that is going to be better than just the grazing sagebrush and whatever crud they can find.
Yeah, which is a lot of the gaminess. Yeah.
On that note, is the next topic is nose to tail eating dead.
Yeah, in America,
You think so?
In the white culture, you're talking about eating everything on the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think most of our clients at most will keep maybe a tail.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's truly dead. I think that some people are getting a new interest in it and that they're trying it at least because we do save stuff from time to time.
Oh, for sure. And
I wouldn't say it's forgotten to the past. People still know about it. I wouldn't say it's mainstream by any means, but I would also say that people are curious enough and budgets are tight enough that they might at least try that option.
Social media definitely boosted
Mm-hmm.
how much we save at work, because now people are looking at these pages that we're talking about,
oxtail,
like,
liver, especially.
And go, that's just
our heart
usable meat.
too.
Yeah, because I mean, for the longest time, people thought offal was like just junk.
And yeah, and of offal or organ meat especially, I think the heart's probably the easiest thing to cross over besides tongue. But heart, I think, is the closest texture and flavor to skeletal muscle of any of the offal meats. What would you think?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Should we test how soft this is?
I don't know. We'll take a pause here and make sure we don't get stuck.
Good call. Social media influence on the hunting industry? No,
we were past that.
That's not right.
That's not right. I think we were going off questions I had. Okay, we finished off with nose to tail. We'll talk about something else. Okay, should butchery be a licensed, like a trade? Like you have to get a contractor's license?
Hell no.
You don't think so? Don't you have a license?
Yeah, but not like a contractor's license.
No,
they just want to know we exist.
Okay, you still have to have
That's how every license should be, unless you're like a doctor.
Yeah, but
someone's lives are in your hands. I mean, okay.
With a contractor, I mean, if you build a house shitty,
that's true. You have to,
and not to code. Yeah, but they also have code enforcement for that and building inspectors. So like, they just make you fix it.
Luckily, I think there's not enough of us for there ever to be a government entity like dedicated to
like the
us.
USDA.
Like the USDA, yeah. But I don't know. Like that's,
I'm still up to
at the end of the
freedom.
day, it's like on the customer to like self-police like who they want doing their work, right?
Yeah, but what if you were in an area where you didn't have someone like us? It was like up to snuff. You just had someone that like, I can do it, and then they totally mess up your job. That's what that's catch-22.
I'm sure that happens a lot.
I would think, yeah. I bet there are some horror stories out there.
But I'll say from my perspective
I just like freedom.
Yeah. It's just
I just wish more people were skilled and educated about it and could do it.
The paperwork side,
mm-hmm.
It's nothing, and that's what makes part of this job so great, is that there's not like you're not tied to your licensing fees and
right.
the courses that you have to pass to.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're doing the catering thing right now. Like even the catering thing is so much more, which makes sense because you're feeding people and there's
higher potential to get sick there. Yeah.
But yeah, it's there's the beauty of this is that there's not a lot of paperwork involved. As long as you have your documentation particularly like your client records, available if they were ever to come ask you, yeah, you're good. I would, yeah. So from my perspective, no, I don't think so. But that's pretty biased because I just don't want to have to do any more than I already do.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure if you told me a couple horror stories about like,
I think the way they're asking is
you
like,
could change my mind for sure.
you know, like how welders get certifications
Yeah.
and things. Like, I wonder if, yeah, any formal training, I think, is what they're getting at. Not necessarily paying the fees. And
it would be awesome if like
there's an academy or something.
Or like one state inspector that used to do this for a living that could come and inspect you one day on your side, like wherever you're going to work that day. And he could just come make sure that you have like even the most general of protocols, right?
Just like an annual
like
verification.
You're not cross-content, like you're not cutting guts and then going back and cutting the carcass or stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like just
simple
the
stuff.
simplest stuff. Knocking. So like don't shoot a gun in town. Make sure you have like a very safe, like sturdy backstop wherever you're going to be shooting, regardless if you think you have an easy shot or not. You always need to account for like stuff like that. If there was an inspector that could go do that, that would be sweet. The problem is he would have like he would have one inspection every like 10 years.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of butchers. So I don't know. It would have to be like, that's like what he does on top of maybe his other like responsibilities.
What about like
Sacramento
the cut and wrap
office.
side? I mean, I know you have to have inspection, but you don't technically have to have any formal training to do the job unless you want to be good at it, really.
Yeah, I know.
And like through school, we don't give anybody an actual certification. We just give them the knowledge.
Yeah, that's true. And like when the inspectors come, they're not like evaluating like how good you are at cutting meat. They're just evaluating your sanitation protocol and doing like general inspection stuff.
Yeah, just verifying that we're following our program. That's really it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. Everybody wants less government until something goes wrong. You know what I mean? Easy to sit here and say, yeah, less regulation would be great, but
yeah, individual responsibility is definitely king, and it needs to happen. But at the same time, it just takes one bad apple to mess up the pot.
Yeah, and what ends up happening is like I said, the clients self police who gets used because you get one bad experience, you're just going to go to the next shop, and until you find a shop you like. So
right,
there's plenty of bad ones. They just get weeded out by trial and error rather than like some service coming and telling you that you can't operate because you suck.
Yeah.
The public tells you suck because you just don't get a lot of work.
So yeah, just let the free market dictate.
Yeah, and those shops always close. Those are the ones that last 5 years.
So what else? Here's a controversial one. Size of caliber versus shot placement. What is more important?
For beef in the forehead or for shooting wild game?
Go with both. Hunting? Either one.
I think with shooting beefs, size of bullet's pretty important. Caliber's pretty important. With shooting beef in the head, because we can't just get away with shooting one perfect with a 22 mag if it's like a 10-year-old bull, right? Like you just have no chance. I don't think that's true for like hunting wild game. I think you could shoot a elk with a 243 under the right circumstances, right? But you wouldn't be the safe side of the argument. The safe side of the argument would be use a caliber that's going to go through the thickest part of the body you're going to be shooting, just shoulder and bone and stuff, right? And then hope your shot placement's good. I think just be safe. Best of both worlds is the safest thing to do, right?
Safest approach. Yeah. I mean,
practice and
from our viewpoint, it seems like placement's most important because I mean, if you can't hit something with a big caliber, then what's the point in using it?
Yeah, you can shoot
because plenty of people can kill animals with a sharp stick, with an arrow.
Yeah, and did it for millions of years.
Yeah, with way less, powerful bows than we have now. But at the same time, if you miss with a 22 mag, like it's not as forgiving.
Yeah, and Dude, you can miss a beef with a
But if you hit it, that's all it
240
takes sometimes.
43, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can shoot a big beef low with the 243 and it won't drop.
I'd
No,
probably
shot.
give it like 70% shot placement, 30% caliber.
Yeah, I'll take that for sure.
Because you
I
need
think-
to have the right one for sure, right choice for the right situation or animal.
I think
But it really matters where you put
I
it.
think caliber size will make up for bad shot placement.
I agree with that.
But I think on the contrary, I think good shot placement can compensate for a lack of caliber size. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
That's
It's an age-old debate.
People love to argue about that one though. You need a 300 Win Mag to shoot an elk.
Almost out of time.
We got 2 pods in today.
Yeah.
Wow. Double pod.
So what frustrates you the most about the industry right now?
Which industry?
Meats industry. You could do hunting too, though.
Mm,
What comes to mind first?
dude, I'm hard to make mad.
I know. That's why it's a good question.
Pretty unbothered by what everybody else is doing. Dude, I got nothing. I'm pretty happy, dude. Like I don't know. What about you? I don't get tied up enough in it to not
I'm a little frustrated. I wouldn't say totally frustrated, but it's a little upsetting to see how many different ammo companies come out with a new cartridge that's pretty much the same thing, just revamped in a way to get, another 30, 40 feet per second.
Oh, I'd get on board with that.
I mean, trying to put something in a steel case to get a little bit more velocity out of it. I understand why they do it.
And they'd call it like
something different. Yeah.
Call it like 270 Muley Slayer.
Yeah, it's just marketing and branding. It's like, you had the same thing 30 years ago, but it's just redone now to make it more appealing. And then they're going to try and chamber a bunch of new rifles in it that no one really wants to buy unless you're on the new trend of things. I find it upsetting because it's like, well, what happened to, the support and making this, other cartridge that's perfectly suitable.
So many good cartridges have been forgotten because they never hit it's like
they never got talked about.
The internet has an algorithm. It's like back in the day, they never hit like the social algorithm of like becoming popular.
Yeah, they just never caught on.
Like they're like the 6.5 Creedmoor. It's not the first of its kind.
No,
there was there's 2 or 3 versions of it before. Arguably better than the 6.5 Creedmoor, right? But it never became. As soon as it's weird things that make them hit too. Sometimes it's the name, sometimes it's certain notoriety it gets, but
yeah, endorsements or timing.
Think about like a 264 Win Mag.
Yeah,
dude, that's a sweet round. Essentially, ballistics wise, it's a hot 6.5 Creedmoor. Forgotten. Can't hardly find a gun for it. You've got a special order ammo for it.
Right.
But 264 Win Mag is just not sexy.
No.
A 6.5 Creedmoor sounds pretty sexy. What is it? 6.5 Backcountry sounds pretty. That's one of them. Sounds pretty sexy.
Yeah, 7 Backcountry.
There you go.
All the PRCs.
There you go. Yeah. I'll stick to my little 7mm 08.
Hey, if it works, and it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah. 270. Poor 270.
Yeah, that's a staple.
It's forgotten, man.
Not many people.
No.
Still popular, though. I mean, they still sell a lot each year. Well, we're just getting to the end here, so we'll just wrap this up for next time. Anything you want to say to the people?
We're we're still coming for you, Joe Rogan. Our viewership's rising quick. So,
yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, stay sharp, elevate your game, and we'll catch you on the next one.